I've been hearing a lot of people talk about Cracker Barrel, and I just never did a history video about Cracker Barrel Old Country Store, which is not a store really. Its history is behind a gas station, but it's actually a restaurant, and there's also a store attached to it. So it's like two things in one, basically. Anyway, like I said, I've been hearing a lot of people talk about Cracker Barrel. Let's do a history of Cracker Barrel Old Country Store. Cracker Barrel was founded on September 19th, 1969, on Highway 109 in Lebanon, Tennessee, by Dan Evans. Before founding Cracker Barrel, he worked for his family's gas station business, and that's how Cracker Barrel became what they are today. You see, Cracker Barrel actually looks like a gas station, an old time gas station, just without the pumps. Cracker Barrel kind of has the same building model after the gas station that it was founded at. Many of the first stores were located near interstate highways, located within the Midwestern and Southeastern U.S. Now, Cracker Barrel is basically all across America, and they're not usually always located near a highway, though. But some are still, but some aren't. When the first locations were first built, they were first built near highways, but most of those locations nowadays aren't usually located near highways. Some are, some aren't. Cracker Barrel's corporate offices are located in the same city of Lebanon, Tennessee. I was going to say Texas, Tennessee. At Cracker Barrel, you can get a variety of food. Southern food is the main staple, like country fried steak, biscuits and gravy, mac and cheese, dumplings, corn, green beans, biscuits. Like I also said, there's also a country store attached to, or gift store attached to the restaurant that sells a wide variety of merchandise from soda, snacks, toys, and apparel that say Cracker Barrel on it. At Cracker Barrel, there's a lot of cool designs of the area. So each store has a layout of each area. So some stores have rocking chairs in the front or other things that are exclusive to that area. They also partner with a lot of charitable organizations as well. The name Cracker Barrel actually comes from soda crackers that are in a barrel that are food items that you can find typically in the South at stores in the South gas stations. Evans incorporated Cracker Barrel in 1970. After the gas crisis of the 1970s, they started to build locations without gas pumps. The first locations actually had gas pumps attached to the restaurants, which were the original idea at the time. But the locations no longer have gas pumps since the 1970s, early 70s. In 1981, they went to Public Traded Company to have further funds for future expansions. They would further grow to 20 locations, and by 1987, they went to 50 locations. They had locations in 8 states by 1987, and also had $81 million in revenue by that time. By the early 1990s, they had $1 billion in annual revenue, as well as they were the richest family owned restaurant in America at the time. By 1997, they had 314 restaurants and had the future expansion to open up 50 restaurants per year. And during the next several years, they would expand to the West Coast, the Northeast, everywhere in America, basically. They would also partner up with other brands as well, like the Country Music Association, etc. Through controversial things Cracker Barrel went through, they still stayed afloat and still open up locations. There's currently 663 locations of Cracker Barrel in 45 states. Still operating with a gift shop and restaurant like the original idea. Thanks for watching this video on the history of Cracker Barrel.